There's a saying that says, man makes his plan and God has his plan for you. And it doesn't really matter whether you believe in God, you are religious, you're non-religious, but even if you just believe in the law of attraction or manifestation, this is a very, very powerful line. Why? Well, even if you don't believe in God, you can always replace the word with universe and it'll still serve you very well. Because this line will give you trust and faith. And we need to understand that we don't manifest what we want in life, we manifest what we are in life. And so whenever challenges happen, what usually happens is we usually focus on the challenge and what we focus on expands. So when we focus on the problems, what's going to happen is we're going to be in the problem vibration and we're going to attract more problems in our life. But actually, if we build ourselves this belief to understand that, no, God always has a bigger plan for us and everything is divinely structured, even at times when it doesn't seem like it is. So there's 3 particular scenarios that you may face, or you may even be facing now. And if you do face any of these things, let us know in the comments below. So other people who are going through this know that they're not going through it alone. The first scenario is that you're facing a big challenge right now, a challenge that you've never faced before. And the reason why that happens is not because your manifestation went wrong. It's not because you've been praying the wrong way. In fact, you may have set the right intentions. You said exactly what you want. You said exactly what you are. And God is responding. And when God is responding, what we need to understand is God doesn't give you what you want. God gives you what you need. So imagine like this. Imagine like somebody says, I want to manifest $1 million. So God may give you $1,000 and put you in a bit of a problem with $1,000 and see if you know how to manage it. Because if you don't know how to manage $1,000, why on earth are they going to give you $1 million? So they're going to test your vessel first and test your capacity. And if you haven't passed the test, guess what's going to happen? They're going to give you another challenge until you learn from it. Because that's how we learn. If you think of everything that you know that's solid in your mind, it's probably because you fell over before. If you take a child and you say, don't stand on the chair, they may listen to you and they may temporarily not stand on the chair, but one day they'll want to stand on a chair because they want to see for themselves what standing on the chair actually brings. Until they actually fall over themselves, then they actually have the learning for themselves. So what does that mean? Well, as the saying goes, every challenge is a blessing in disguise. It really is. Every challenge we learn from, we grow from. The second thing is every failure is a learning. You know, when people say loser, actually, no, it's a learning. If we reframe it, so every time we think we lose, we learn. And so we need to understand we are who we are today because of all the losses we've had before. In fact, if we look at the most successful people, there's a very popular saying, they say, fail forward. A lot of the times people see all the wins, especially with today's modern age with social media. And what do people mostly post on social media? Well, all their wins. The cars they have, the houses they have, or all the materials they bought and all the successes. And they celebrate also their successes on social media. Or maybe for some people, it's a way to have that or build that sense of significance, which is a natural human need. And so they post all these wins on there. But not many people actually post their failures. And even if they post their failures, other people don't really want to know about the failures, right? Well, not on the surface level, but actually deep down inside, other people do like to know about other people's failures. Why? Because it feeds their own insecurity. It makes them feel like they're not alone in the journey. But if we understand that, then we understand that for all the most successful people we know out there, they've been through many, many trials and tribulations. It's just that we don't know about it. So it's just like my social media. If my social media is there to inspire people, then obviously I'm not going to post every failure I have. But what people don't understand is that I probably get 10 doors closed on me before the 11th door opens. And that's probably with everything that I've done. Like everything, no matter if it's been doing YouTube videos. Actually, I had probably 100 doors closed on me with no views before the first one actually popped. Same thing as a speaker, same thing when I used to be in the restaurant industry. I got a lot of failures, but nobody's seen all the failures. But all of those failures were not failures. I didn't lose anything. In fact, I learned something. So you're just gathering information. That's all it is. It's just all data. I mean, if you look at Thomas Edison back in the day when he talked about designing the light bulb or creating the light bulb, it's the same thing. He said, I didn't lose, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I learned 10,000 ways how a light bulb doesn't work. So in that same sense, we are learning even though we don't know we are learning, because our brain, they're firing off these neurons and it's collecting all this information. So it does it unconsciously for you. So my biggest recommendation is, if you think you're failing, then, and you haven't reached success yet, maybe you're not failing enough, maybe you're not opening enough failure doors, and you're not falling over enough. You see, as the saying goes, every time we are going through something, we are growing through something. And then the final thing, point number 3, is about what? It's about rejection. You know, as human beings, we're always very afraid of rejection. Very afraid. We're very afraid people saying no to us. We ask someone out on a date. We speak to someone for the first time. We meet someone for the first time. We're scared that whether they verbally reject us or whether they stop speaking to us or not interested in us, we are actually afraid of rejection. But we need to understand something here. These 3 points, they need to really correspond with our intentions. So let's say, for example, if once upon a time you set the intention that you want to make a lot of money, or maybe you set an intention or you pray to God that you want to meet the love of your life, and you have a specification, you've had clarity in saying what exactly it is that you want, then understand something. My spiritual master always says that no words go unheard and no actions go unseen. So what does that mean? Well, the universe always responds, or God always responds. But then the way they respond doesn't have to be the way you think it will respond. Maybe you think that you pray to God and suddenly they will give you the love of your life sat on your bed waiting for you. But that's not what happens, because if the love of your life is so perfect and so amazing, well, actually you need to be the perfect fit for them too. And to be the perfect fit, they need to build you up. And that's why the first 2 points help to build you up and build your capacity and get you ready for it. So every test is there for you. Now, the question is, are you really passing those tests? But the final thing that could possibly go wrong is that you find that you're being rejected, and you find that, hey, I found the one, but they rejected me. Actually, no. God knows better, because everything's in divine timing and everything's divinely planned, even though at times it doesn't seem like it is. And that's why we always say every rejection is actually, in fact, God's protection. Maybe there is something bigger for you. Maybe there is something better for you. Maybe the $1,000 you lost or got rejected for is because God has $10,000 for you. Maybe the $10,000 that you lost or got rejected for is because God has $1 million for you. In the same sense, maybe that boy or girl you've been trying to manifest or attract, you think, oh, that was the perfect one. Maybe it wasn't perfect enough, because God knows that you deserve better. Now, the thing is, you're probably thinking, well, how do I know if God really is thinking that? And how do I know God is really doing that? But actually, regardless of whether your connection with God is deep or not, or you believe in God, that is the only way to think. If we think about it from a law of attraction point of view, I mean, so let's say, for example, you don't believe in God. So what better belief do you have? You will end up just playing the blame game, no? Why is this happening to me? This isn't working out. They rejected me. I'm so upset. Okay, so therefore you're that vibration. What are you going to manifest? You're going to continue to manifest failure. So actually the only way is to have faith in God. The only way is to trust God. The only way is to have this belief, whether you have it or not. I'm telling you. And it's free. It's free for you to do. You don't need to pay for it. You don't need to put out money to say, okay, I'll choose to believe in God. It's not like going to the casino and betting on black or red. No, actually, it's free. All you need to do is just to tell yourself that, yep, God is there. God is protecting me. And if you have faith, guess what? You're looking towards the light. You have the belief. Once you have to build the belief, guess what happens? Well, you're going to attract the belief that you are. So hopefully this message has hit you in some way, or you can resonate with it because maybe you are going through something right now. And maybe at times you do feel like you are losing faith in trust and in God or universe. But understand that when you lose faith, actually, there's nothing left. You've got to have faith. This is the only way. Anyway, that's my words for today. Hopefully it's been of help for you. If it has, please do hit the thumbs up and give this video a like and allow this message to reach out to more people and help more people. That would be our good karma deed for the day. Also comment below, let us know where you guys are tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's all bell sign, by the way, because this year on the second channel, we are dedicating to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.